This is a recap of what we did in class to make a working HTML web page with CSS for the style. So I'm in a fresh new folder with nothing else in it. We should do that for each website that we make, new folder, empty. And I'm going to make a new HTML file. Best way to do that is to make a new text document and delete everything that's there and replace with index.html. So I want to change the file name extension. And if it doesn't give you the option of being able to see the file name extension, remember to go to the View tab and tick the file name extensions box so you can see that. If it doesn't change to either the Internet Explorer icon or the Chrome icon, then it means you haven't done that. And while we're here, I want to view my web page, and so I'll need to right click. And if you haven't set your default to Google Chrome, you should do that straight away by going Open With and then choose another app, and you select Google Chrome and say always use this app to open HTML files. And there's my blank web page as it currently stands. Now, we found some HTML on the W3 Schools website, a very useful website. Let's just grab that little bit. In fact, let's just grab this tiny bit here. This is not valid in theory to just do a small part of HTML, not without the structure, but it'll still display, and then we can add the structure in later. So I'm going to edit with Notepad++, is our preferred option, and you can see I've got a heading, H1 tag, open H1, and then / close H1, and I've got a paragraph, P / as well. Control S, Alt Tab to my browser, reload, and I've got a heading and a paragraph of text. Alt Tab back to here, and I'm actually going to go back to here and grab all of the rest of it as well. So this is the structure stuff that tells the browser that this is an HTML page. So we've got a head, we've got a body. This hasn't got a head yet. We're going to put in the head. Nothing that is in the head is actually displayed on the web page. So for example, this title I put here will be only displayed in the tab, not in the actual page itself. I seem to have misspelled something there. Title. And I've got my brackets wrong. Just as a little hint here, if you've got the color coding seems to be wrong, like this is red, it shouldn't be red. That's the clue that that is wrong there. You get used to what the color coding should look like. One thing I also should do is just indent things, so it becomes a little bit easier to read if the head and the body are separate and you can see what's inside them by using the indentation. So let's just Control S, Alt Tab back to the page, and F5. It looks the same, but it's much more valid HTML because it's got the correct structural tags in place. So that's the HTML side of things. Then there was the CSS, and the CSS we have link rel equals, so rel means relationship. The relationship of this is that it's a style sheet, and the reference, the href, is that we're going to link to a page which does not yet exist called stylesheet.css. We'll make that right now, shall we? So I'm just going to save that, go back into here and right click new text document again, and again rename stylesheet.css, remove the .txt, sweet, and again edit that with Notepad. And I'm just going to create a style for the body. We can create style for all elements, but I'm going to create it for the body in this case. Autocomplete, so we spell it correctly. Let's make it blue this time, and close the curly bracket, the brace. Control S. So both of these are blue, which means they've both been saved. If they were red, they'd be unsaved. So now, if I refresh here, it's gone blue. So that's sweet. That was pretty much what we covered in class in our first lesson doing HTML.